Hey everybody, I want to do a quick little video here today on Solana. I am looking at Solana on a daily time frame, as you can see up here in the top left-hand corner. And what we're looking at here on the 3rd of February, 2025 is that Solana dropped down to a low of $176. We got a major flush yesterday. And you know what, quite frankly, I'll tell you my opinion. Okay, I really don't give opinions per se. I really enjoy doing charts and looking at trends. We're below the trend line, as you can see here, but we're still holding support above the 200-day moving average. But if I were to give my opinion, okay, on this market and what's going on in the market currently, we had a lot of people overreact to the news that Trump is going to be imposing tariffs on both Mexico as well as Canada. We had a lot of people who were anticipating those effects on the market, and they front ran it, okay? So it was an emotional response. And the reason I say that is because nothing good comes out of reacting emotionally to markets, ever, okay? Bull markets usually, okay, they take their time. They move up, they range for a period of time, then they move up. We gain support at certain levels, and then we continue up, okay, over a long period of time when you look at longer term time frames. But on the short term, okay, this is a flush out, a major flush out, as we know. But I've never, ever in this market, ever, in the 6-7 years I've been doing this, I've never seen a bear market end, or begin like this, where we just flush straight down, all right? Generally speaking, we bleed out over a period of time, okay? Where people are buying in, we're breaking down below certain levels of support, and then they become resistance, and we come down further and further and further. Now, you don't have to be a goddamn hero in this fucking market, okay? What you want to wait for right now is if you got smashed and you really lost a lot of money here, where you got trapped up here in this price action right here before we dumped back down. What you do want to do is wait until Solana turns this 223 into a major level of support. Maybe even you want to wait for 2 or 3 closings, daily closings, where you get 3 green candles above that price, then you'll be good to go. The good news is, like I said, we are above the 200-day moving average. I believe that this 100-day moving average is going to react as downward pressure right now, as well as a 55-day moving average. But if we can get a leg up above that and above that 200-day moving average, or sorry, not the 200-day moving average, this line of resistance right here coming in at $223, which goes back to this point in time, which it looks like December 13th, okay, right around this area here where we broke down. As you can see, we started to tick back up. This became resistance for us again. We came down, we broke above, and then that line of $262 became resistance for us. We didn't hold there. We kind of came back down. We found a little bit of support there for a moment, came up, came back down, and we got that flush back down. So in my opinion, you do not have to be a fucking hero at this point. If you just hold, wait, be patient, okay? Nothing good ever came out of being impatient, all right? The other thing I want to say is if we look down here at the stochastic RSI, generally speaking, what happens is when we get into that overcooked zone over here where we're up above 80, all right, what ends up happening is that the blue crosses the yellow, we end up coming back down. If you look up here at the price action, you can see where we went up to resistance. What happened right there? We crossed, boom, we came back down, okay? Now we're at that low. The blue has not crossed over that yellow yet, so we haven't got a daily close above there. I would wait for that before I would commit any money. So get confluence between the stochastic RSI. You look at the volume here. We're looking good on that. Everything got bought back up. We closed at 207. Okay, the low was 176. A lot of meat on the bone right there, okay? People might be looking to take profit as we kind of move up into this zone here, so be very cautious there. But I think overall, we're looking okay. I'm not looking at this in the shorter term. You do want to zoom out and look at things on a much broader scale, okay? We still are in a downward trend. We are down below that trend line coming back right here, looks like on the 14th of January, all right? So we did break down below that. And then also what you want to do is you want to draw in a little trend line here. If you want to go back to when we broke down here, we're still below that as well. So and it kind of comes right in that zone right where I was talking about. So until we can break above there and this is on a shorter term time frame, right? So we're looking at the wick highs right here. If I even go back to the wick highs, the wicks are not as accurate as the bodies, but let's just kind of squint right here and we say, all right, if we can get above this price action here, which is around the 230s or so. We'll be good to go, okay? So anyway, manage your risk, trade well. I hope you're all doing well out there. Protect your downside, guys. Protect your downside. The profits will take care of themselves. I promise you that. Don't overreact in this market, okay? There's a lot of manipulation, if you will. But what is manipulation? You know, all markets are manipulated. I don't believe in this term manipulation. I believe that, you know, everyone's trying to do, whether it's the market makers, whether it's retail, whether it's the futures, whether, you know, all of these markets, they are trying to do what's best for them, which means get the asset at the cheapest price possible. And if that means that they're going to run it down, they're going to fucking run it down, because we can't move markets. Retail can't move markets like they can. We just don't have the liquidity. Anyway, trade well, be well out there, and, you know, just survive, adapt and survive in this market. And you're going to do just fine. You're going to do just fine. All right. Always keep some dry powder aside. Always keep some dry powder, 30% or so, give or take, right? So that you always able to catch these opportunities. So anyway, this is Matador Trades. Drink the coffee, not the Kool-Aid. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks.